my mentors. We're having some incredible experience with 7K metals. And I have invited all you guys to this call so you can learn how to secure your financial security, and to have a healthy financial future. We've just joined 7K Metal. We're so excited to have you guys. We're doing this new launch here in Puerto Rico. 7K Metal is having some incredible success in USA, and hopefully now in Puerto Rico. Thanks for all my friends and invitees to join this incredible webinar. Today, we'll be having our mentor and leader, Tony Hubbard, doing a presentation in English. I'm going to talk to you a little bit in Spanish. Gracias a todos ustedes que están en esta llamada. Gracias por venir. Esta tarde vamos a estar presentando una gran oportunidad que ha sido espectacular para mí. Tenemos con nosotros a Tony Hubbard y a Dan Marie. Ellos van a estar siendo los anfitriones de esta presentación. Esta presentación la vamos a estar haciendo en inglés, pero el PowerPoint va a ser en español. Al final de que terminemos esta presentación, vamos a abrir los micrófonos para si tienen alguna pregunta, alguna duda, podamos contestarla. Gracias por todos ustedes estar en este momento, esta presentación. Tenemos con nosotros a nuestro amigo Tony Hubbard. Tony Hubbard is from Houston, Texas. He's a 7K associate, one of only 5 gold associates in 7K metal. He's known and respected, loved in this company. He's been a mentor for many, many people, have a lot of success in network marketing. For 16 years of experience in this sector, Tony's been a 6-figure income earner in multiple industries. Tony Hubbard just recently gone through COVID-19, or what we call coronavirus. And today he's with us. He's recovered. He's gone back on his feet. Tony is an evangelist, a very dear friend. I've learned to love him a lot. And this guy just stood on his feet once more. And Tony is ready to rock and roll, to take this message to many, many families all over the world with 7K metals. Gracias. Tenemos con nosotros a Tony Hubbard. Este hombre es uno de los líderes de 7K Metal, uno de 5 más exitosos dentro de esta compañía, enseñando a miles de familias a cómo ser libres financieramente, invirtiendo en oro y plata. Acaba de pasar por un momento muy difícil, un momento en el cual venció el coronavirus. Si ustedes lo escuchan toser o algo, es que acaba de recuperarse, de volver a su casa. Este hombre es un hombre de Dios, se ha puesto sobre sus pies y le damos gracias al Señor que ha podido vencer esta pandemia, que muchas personas han perdido sus vidas. Y hoy con nosotros, a pesar de todo lo que ha vivido, de todo lo que ha pasado en las últimas semanas, Tony está con nosotros. Así que le queremos, ¿verdad?, agradecer a él porque ha sacado su tiempo para compartir con nosotros. Esta información es sumamente importante. Esta información puede transformar sus vidas económicas futuras. Así que gracias. Y con nosotros, nuestro amigo Tony Hubbard. Tony, is all yours. Thank you for being on this call.
All right, appreciate that, Pastor Carlos. And I don't know what you were saying in Spanish, but it definitely sounded good on this end, man. So
yeah, it sounds really good, right?
Absolutely. And before I get started on today, guys, for those of you that have tuned in and have cleared your schedule out, as Pastor Carlos said, my name is Evangelist. I'm Tony Hubbard. I'm what's called a Gold Associate here with our company of 7K Metals. And before I get started, I want to definitely give it back to Pastor Carlos, because the major reason why those of you that are on this call today and are on this Zoom that have cleared your schedule, because you know about the integrity and character that he brings to the table. I mean, very rarely in this space do you have someone that is good as advertised. And that's something I can definitely say about Pastor Carlos. He has an excellent spirit about him. He has a passion for helping everybody in this space to become successful. And I have no doubt in the next few years in our company, when they read off the list of the individuals that are earning that significant income, because he's helped so many people do the same, I have no doubt this gentleman's name will be on that list. So before I get started, I want to definitely give it back to Pastor Carlos and look forward to your success and look forward to meeting you one day real soon. And for those of you that are on this particular call today, I want to say that first of all, Pastor Carlos says some nice things about me, guys, and that feels good. It always does. But if all that you ever knew about me was what he said, it could be very, very misleading. Because like most of you guys, back in the year 2000, the first time I actually ventured into the space of network marketing, and prior to this point, I really thought I already had the American dream. I was an operator at a chemical plant. I was earning a six-figure income, but working 60 to 80 hours a week. And I had a game plan, invest my money, retire young, live this American dream. But after being a part of that company for 12 years, my life was drastically interrupted with a little thing that's commonplace in corporate America now. They call it a merger. And the first lie, pardon me, I'm clearing my throat. And the first lie that they told us is that no one had anything to worry about. 6 months later, we were blindsided, and they told us that by Christmas of all times, 1 out of 4 would no longer be employed, and that was devastating to me. And although I was not a victim at that time, I witnessed over 260 of my friends lose their employment in a moment's time. That was my wake-up call. I recognized right then it did not make sense to have all of your eggs in one basket, especially if you didn't own the basket. So to make a long story short, I was open for the first time in my life to a plan B. A friend of mine gave me a phone call, like many of you on this Zoom today, to come out, take a look at a business. It made sense. I got involved. A year and a half later, part-time, I was earning a full-time income. Now, fast forward 10 years, and I received another call about a company that was being started and designed from day one, focusing on everyday people, collecting a product of value at a great price. In addition to that, it was a compensation plan attached where not just a select few, but the massive amount of people could have success. So enter the company that we're going to talk about today called 7K Metals. Now, I want you guys to share my screen. The PowerPoint is in Spanish. And from what I understand, most of you guys are bilingual. We always start off with a presentation about having a conversation. And I believe that one of the most effective ways to do any presentations is talk about the problem that we can all relate to. Let's talk about the solution, and let's talk about how our company can be the application. And so the problem that we're going to talk about today over the next 20 minutes or so is this. And put a 1 in the chat if you believe that what you're doing look like you're working way harder today for your money than what you've ever done at any time in your life. And that's definitely a problem. So put a 1 in the chat if it look like that's really your scenario. I'm working way harder just to make ends meet. And we're just going to go through this and we'll entertain questions at the end. And so I guess it's a little comforting to know that it's not just you, but all kind of financial challenges that are taking place today, especially in lieu of what's happening with this virus. There are a lot of people that are scratching their heads trying to find out how can I just make my ends meet and live the lifestyle that most people dream about. Well, there was an interesting study, ladies and gentlemen, that took place in May of 2017 that said as much as 44% of Americans, and I believe that number is way higher now in lieu of the fact that there's 17 million people in the last week have filed for unemployment, cannot take a $400 hiccup in their life, meaning that if a tire blows out, something happens with the washer dryer, something happens with the kids, you couldn't just go to a savings, but you would have to borrow the money or to utilize a credit card. And so I guess the question today, and here's what we're going to educate you on today, is what's really happening with your money. Well, this is an actual chart that shows you the purchasing power of the dollar from 1913 up until today. And put a 1 in the chat if it looks like what you can buy with your dollar, the purchasing power is literally going the wrong way. So put a 1 in the chat if you say, hey, listen, I can't buy what I used to buy with my dollar. Now think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the truth of the matter. $100 today won't buy what $100 would 5 years ago. And what about just last year? See, the greatest enemy of accumulation is a little word called inflation. Matter of fact, most economists, they refer to that as the silent killer. Because if you notice, they do it a little bit at a time. 1 week, gas, $1.65. Next week, $1.69, a little bit at a time. They know if they did it the way they would like to do it, it would be a major uproar in any of our societies. Because think about it. The example I always like to use is that my children love Captain Crunch. If I went to the grocery store today and it's $3.50 a box for a large box, if I went back next week and it's $10, put a 1 in the chat if you like me, I'm going to need to speak to the manager, okay? So here's the thing. Why is it that the dollar today won't buy what it used to buy? Well, if you notice on the chart, there are several things that happen in our society over the last 1 in here that caused the dollar not to buy what it used to buy. The thing I want you guys to focus on today happened in 1971. Actually, it was August the 15th, 1971, when then President Nixon took the entire world off of the gold standard. You see, up until that time, they could only physically print what they could back up with the Fort Knoxes of the world. Now you hear $5 words on television like quantitative easing. All that means, ladies and gentlemen, that they now have, our U.S. government, have a license to print this stuff here out of the thin air. And the damage is this, because this is no longer backed by anything. The more these our government print, the less purchasing power your dollar has. It's just like a glass of tea. I don't care how good it is. The more water you pour into it, the more diluted it becomes and the less it tastes like tea. And because this is no longer backed by anything, and right now, our government has just poured 6 trillion of these, printed this out of the thin air, and that's causing the dollar to even buy less. The more they do that, ladies and gentlemen, the less purchasing power your dollar has. And here's the real thing I want you guys to focus on today, is if what you're doing today to earn income is not at least keeping up with the price of inflation, you're literally losing money every single year. So what's the answer? Well, let's talk about the effects. Because of the fact that your dollar don't buy what it used to buy, I mean, it's costing so much more now for just to take care of a house, just to do retirement and to take care of your family. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, here are some of the things, there's a study that was done in the last 18 years that shows us, because the dollar no longer can buy what it used to buy, it costs us 43% more just to eat at home. Nearly 60% more if we want to eat out. I remember it wasn't too long ago, I could go to the grocery store. If I had $100 bills, I'm walking out with 2 baskets full of groceries. Fast forward to the day, you and I both know, if I walk into a grocery store today with a $100 bill, I'm lucky if I walk out with 2 baskets. I mean, 2 bags, let alone 2 baskets. And for those people that live in the north, you know, which maybe not being here, you guys in the Puerto Rico area, it's costing people almost 100% more just to eat their home. I had a daughter graduated from high school last year. It's costing me now 1.5 times more just to send my daughter to college. So knowing everything that we just saw, the question is today, I mean, what's really happening? How do I combat that? How do I put something in place that can cause me to be on the winning side as opposed to the losing side? Well, today we're going to educate you and tell you something that the rich have known about for years, and that is what is called sound money. And don't be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen. All we're talking about is physical gold and silver, real money. For those of you who may be wondering, this is a 100-ounce silver bar, worth in American about $2,000. That's what we're talking about today. We're not talking about statistics. We're not talking about ETFs. We're not talking about paper transactions. We're talking about real money, physical gold and silver. Now think about it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to show you how you can now start playing a game that for years has been basically set aside for the wealthiest of the world. Because let's be honest, the average person, when you mention gold or silver, they check out. In their mind, it is just a rich man's game and a game of teams. But no longer, because of the model that we're going to talk about today, these gentlemen have cracked the code. They've made owning gold and silver affordable to you and I. So think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Why should we start doing what the wealthy do and acquiring gold and silver? Here's the reason why. Here's what they know that most people of the world do not know. In 1965, and for those of you that wonder how old I am, I was 1 year old in 1965, so I'm 55 years old today. In 1965, the dollar was still backed by something. I could take a $1 bill or 1 ounce silver coin, and I could buy the exact same thing. And back in 1965, either one of these, ladies and gentlemen, I could go to the grocery store and walk out with an entire gallon of milk. Fast forward to today, because this has intrinsic value. This has staying power. Today, because it's worth $20, I could actually buy 5 gallons of milk. But you and I both know, with this dollar today, I'm going to be lucky if I walk out with a carton. Now do you understand why everybody should have sound money of gold and silver? Let's talk about the movies. In 1965, either one of these, I'm walking in, I'm watching the whole entire show. Fast forward to today, with this one, I could watch the movie twice. With this one here, you and I both know I'm going to be standing outside hoping somebody can help me out. Now, one of the greatest examples, one of my favorites, was back in 1965. Because the dollar was worth something, it only took 2,500 1 ounce silver coins or $1 bills. I could walk into a Ford dealership, walk out with an entire brand new Mustang. Think about that. 2,500 brand new car, beautiful thing. Fast forward to today. You and I both know, if I walk into a Ford dealership today with this, 2,500 of them, I'm going to be lucky if I don't get laughed at extremely loud and walk out with some brand new tires. But with this one here, ladies and gentlemen, I can literally buy 2,500 of these 2 brand new Mustangs. Now do you understand why everybody should own physical gold and silver? Well, let's talk about the other sound money, gold. In 1965, all it took was just $10,000. If you accumulated that, if you put it in a house, you could actually purchase a brand new house back then. Today's value with equity and depreciation, worth $85,000, not a bad day. But by the same token, if you put that same $10,000 back then, which was still a large sum, and put it in the gold, you didn't have to do anything to it, watch it, whatever the case may be, today's value, it's over $400,000. Put a 1 in the chat if you wish your 401k mutual fund looks something remotely close to that. All right. So if we understand everything I shared with you so far to be true, the question is, why don't the financial planners of the world, why don't the financial advisors of the world have this conversation with us? Here's the truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, and I have a lot of friends that are in that arena, not that they're bad people, they're taught not to have the conversation with you. Number one, they don't earn a commission on that, okay? Number two, again, they're taught to tell you about things that they can actually earn a profit on. So that being said, again, not that, again, they're taught not to let you know, but you're in luck today if you're on this particular webinar, because we're going to share with you the secrets of the wealthy and how you, no matter where you are in your social economic status, can start acquiring assets of physical gold and silver every single month and start living a lifestyle that's powered by gold and silver. So who's the company we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we having this conversation during the middle of the day? I mean, it's this company we're going to talk about today. I mean, the founders of the company that was created back in 2016, we believe that everyone should deserve a lifestyle powered by gold and silver, and we believe in you. So who are we, ladies and gentlemen? The name of our company is called 7K Metals. Started back in 2016. This company has 4 co-founders that combined to have over 100 years experience in the networking space. And this company was built on the premise that we believe that everybody should own gold and silver. All right. So here's the message. I mean, this from one of the co-founders of the company is that combine what they wanted to do, two things they want to affect when it comes to our environment of entrepreneurship and gold and silver. Number one, they founded the company because they wanted to be able to create an environment that could get to people the product or service that everyone wants. And number two, create a compensation plan where not just a select few people, but the masses could have success. And so when they founded the company back in 2016, and there are tens of thousands of people that are now part of it today, here's some of the actors, here's some of the things that not only have they, and the reason why people have so much respect for them, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Combined, they have over 100 years experience in the networking space. From the corporate side, they've already started companies that are multiplied to the tune of billions of dollars in annual revenue. And from the field, they have each built multi-million-dollar businesses for multiple companies. Now, these four gentlemen got together to put some incredible things in place. And because they really saw what was happening to their society and people around them. Here's a statement from one of the co-founders. For far too long, although they have become amazingly successful, they watch people around them struggle just to try to make ends meet. This company was created so that people can start enjoying a lifestyle powered by gold and silver and create an environment that is conducive to everybody winning. That's why this company was created, because at the bottom line, we believe in you. And so here's what they found to be true. And again, I've started buying gold and silver back in 2008. And I have yet to run into an individual that didn't believe owning that was a good thing. But here's the reason why. That's only 3% of the population of the world actually owns physical gold and silver. So when they founded the company, they had to do the research. Why is it that people know that's a good thing? Why is it that people don't own gold and silver? Number one, they don't understand it. I mean, they understand stocks, bonds. Why should I buy gold and silver? Number two, am I getting a good deal? I mean, can I trust the people I'm getting it from? Can I get it in small quantities? And more importantly, how can I accumulate even more of it? So to answer those questions, ladies and gentlemen, what this company was able to do is that they created this particular business model so that you and I could really start leveling the playing field. If you don't get anything else today, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this is who we are. This is what we do. Understand and say, yes, we provide gold and silver. But you need to understand our business model is really simple, ladies and gentlemen. What we do is we sell you a membership, like a Sam's Club, a Costco on Amazon Prime, and with membership comes privileges, the best of which you get a chance to buy gold and silver at the best price simply because you're a member. But to understand the genius behind what they were able to create, you need to understand how most people today acquire physical gold and silver. Here's how it normally works. When gold and silver is mined from the earth, once it's delivered to the mint and they turn it into coinage, the mint sells it at the lowest price. There are 13 authorized dealers who are licensed by Congress to buy millions of dollars worth of metals every single month. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, nobody gets it at a better price. So if you're going to get it at the best price, you can buy from the mint. You're going to pay a lot of markup. You want to buy from one of the 13. Here's the challenge with that. To play that game, you have to buy at least $10,000 worth a month. That wipes out 99% of the population. The 13 only will sell to the largest wholesalers. They sell to brokers, brokers to retailers, retailers to the general public. That's how most people acquire gold and silver. Here's what 7K Metals was able to do, to create a Sam's Club environment. Because we now have the buying power of tens of thousands of members, they partnered up with 5 of those 13, and they did something phenomenal. And they passed on their savings to all of the members on our wholesale product without marketing it up one penny. You heard me correctly. When it comes to our wholesale product of gold and silver bullion, the bars, the coins that are not graded, you're going to pay the same rate the company pays. What a phenomenal concept. And because we want everybody to have it, there are no minimum or maximum purchases. So that means this. Let's just say this month, my budget can only afford $50, $100, maybe $200 to buy gold and silver. I'm going to buy it at the same rate as the guy that's going to spend $10,000. And for that reason, now in our 4th year of operation, we now have tens of thousands of people across America and now Canada that now own physical gold and silver, the majority of which had never purchased it before. That's how we became the Sam's Club of the gold and silver business. So here's the thing. Because we understand, most people don't really understand it, you don't have to be an expert to make the right buying decision the moment you come on board as a member. Because here's how we're going to equip you, ladies and gentlemen. There is a buyer certification. There is a collector certification that will educate you before you make any purchase on what the most successful people buy. So we're going to show you why, the millionaires and billionaires and savvy investors, what they buy, what they're trying to accomplish. And so when you make your purchase, whether it's our wholesale or our retail product, you, my friend, can start acquiring gold and silver based upon what you can afford, okay? And when they did the research, ladies and gentlemen, they began to find out, here are the 5 major reasons why the most successful people on the planet, the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffett, the Robert Kiyosaki's of the world, why do they have a certain part of their portfolio in hard, tangible assets, mainly gold and silver? Here's what they found to be true. Number 1, to hedge against inflation, poor government decisions, and possible economic collapse. And I don't care which side of you are on the spectrum, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe there may be a few problems with the U.S. government. All right? The second thing is wealth accumulation. And I think that goes without saying. Number 3 is wealth protection. And what that simply means is this. If I have something of value, something I inherited, I want to protect it with something that will always have value. Gold and silver has a 6,000-year track record. It has always had value. Well, number four, and this is what the financial advisor will tell you, portfolio diversification, never good to be 100% of nothing. And last but not least, coin collecting. So this company was created, so if you want to do just one of the 5, or if you want to do all 5 of them, ladies and gentlemen, once you get your membership, this is a one-stop shop when it comes to gold and silver, all right? So here's the thing. Another thing we want to do, and this goes to our retail product of collectible coins, not only do we want you to buy the wholesale, which is the best price, but we also encourage you to go buy the retail product. And one of the major reasons, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't want anybody ever again to make a $1.2 million mistake. Put a 1 in the chat if you like me. You don't like making a $10 mistake. If I go to the grocery store and I look at my receipt and that's $10 worth of stuff missing, I'm going back in the store. So put a 1 in the chat if you like me. You don't like making a $10 mistake, let alone a $1.2 million mistake. Well, when it comes to our collectible coins, ladies and gentlemen, we've all made a $1.2 million mistake. If you've been around since 1986, and I venture to say it's probably everybody on the call, we've all made a $1.2 million mistake. And I'm going to give you a quick lesson, right, on why that is the case. These are the same 2 coins, ladies and gentlemen. 1 ounce silver eagle, the most popular 1 ounce silver coin in the world. And this is the same coin in perfect mint condition. Why do we pay 20 bucks for this one and 100 bucks for this one? I'm going to give you a quick lesson today on graded or collectible coins. In 1949, there was a numismatist. That's a fancy title for the people that grade coins or currency that determine what's more valuable than the next. That was a gentleman by the name of Dr. Sheldon, who created what is known today in the coin world as the Sheldon scale to simplify the grading process. The Sheldon scale goes from 1 to 7. All right, 1 means the coin is unrecognizable. That's something you ran over with a car in the parking lot. 7 means that coin is absolutely perfect. That's 100 on the test. No smears, no dings, no dents. What makes a coin a 7? Why is this coin so much valuable? Two real main things. Number one, less than 5% of all the coins ever made will have a 70 rating. And number two, if the coin is graded by one of the best grading companies in the world, and there's a few hundred of them out there, but our company, to make sure you get the best of the best, we only use number one and number two. PCGS, which is based in California, NGC, which is based in Florida. If it's been graded by one of those, it's considered the best of the best. Here's what they do, ladies and gentlemen. They get a coin like this that never touches the human hand unless it has a special glove on. They look at it under 5 times magnification. If there are no smears, no dings, and no dents, they give it the highest rating of a 7. They encapsulate it, put a serial number. It's documented. It's considered the best of the best. Now, here's the $1 million mistake. This is one of our retail products, which means you can get it a little cheaper in some places else. You can also pay a little bit more. But you can only get this particular one if you're a member of our company, because we have an exclusivity with one of the largest grading companies in the world, and we're having a state series done every other month. So here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. The only way you're going to get this coin, to Texas, California, whatever, you'll have to get it through us. Now, we pay $100 a month for this. So let's just say you do like we do, and once a month from 1986, when the Silver Eagle first came out, you bought one a month from 1986 up until now. Well, so combined, if you did one a month for kids, grandkids, you'd have about $40,000 to $50,000 in those coins. Combined today, they are worth $1.2 million. Why is that case? The 2012, which I paid $100 for, it's already worth $150. The 1996, $6,000. The 1999, because of Y2K, is already selling for an excess of $19,000. Put a 1 in the chat if you wish you'd have just got one of those back then. And here's what I want you guys to understand, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a crystal ball. Now, if coins that the government makes 4 to 47 million of every single year, if they can go up in value like that, what do you think will happen if history repeats itself and you're collecting at least one of those coins a month? Here's what we found to be true. Because most people have a challenge with savings, we've decided to simplify the process. So 5 different times a month, you can set it up on a credit card and we'll send you one of these cool coins for $100. All right, you can set it and forget it. Our experts will take care of that for you. Now, if these coins that the government makes millions of go up in value like that, what happens if we send you a coin every month that's only 100,000 of them made, 50,000 of them made? You got to understand the value of what's taking place here with 7K Metals. This is some of the examples of some of the ones we've done. Now, for those of you that want coins that have went up even faster in value, what if we send you for about $30 more, a different coin, 1 ounce silver coin every single month? That's the Captain America. I have that coin. I paid $130 for it. It's already selling for $350. These are some of the ones. And for those of you who have an affinity for gold, we can send you one of those for about $300 US every single month, and you can collect them. Now, many people like myself, we buy one of each every single month, okay? In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, not only is it a cool thing, and it's almost like Christmas every single month when those coins come in, because again, it's an asset. You're talking about something that will never die or expire. That's something you can't say about many of the companies out there that are offering products. We got something that has stood the test of time, and we're going to send you a cool one every single month. My kids get around, they get excited along with myself. But the company is always looking for ways to add value. So when you get a membership with us, and every time you buy one of those collectible coins, in addition to the coin, we're going to send you one of these travel discount cards. Now, what do these cards do for you, ladies and gentlemen? They give you as much as a 50% discount over some of the major travel sites like Travelocity and Priceline on hotels, rental cars, and dream vacation packages. Last year alone, I saved over $1,300 on these cards. And here's what my comparison has always been. Up until the time about 2.5 years ago, I use Priceline for everything when I had to travel. My hotels, rental cars was always through Priceline. They gave me the most bang for the buck. Every single time when I utilize this particular card that our company gives us for free, by the way, I'm beating what I would have paid for Priceline. And here's the thing I love about the company, ladies and gentlemen. Being a 16-year veteran of the space, most of the time when companies will add something of this value that's going to save you the amount of money that it saves, you best believe there will be an additional charge. When our company added this 2.5 years ago, they didn't add any additional cost to any of the members, and that's one of the reasons why we attract the best of the best. Here's an example. Over the last 2 years, one of my business partners, her and her wife, they saved over $4,000 by utilizing these cards. And they turned around and used that savings to buy more gold and silver. That's a beautiful thing. Imagine staying in 5-star hotels at 3-star prices. 5-star hotels at 2-star prices. It's always a beautiful thing. Now remember, at the early onset, we talked about how our company can help you solve 2 issues. Not only can we allow you to now start collecting gold and silver every month, most of which people had never done before, but we also talked about that $400 emergency. That's probably about 60+% of Americans are affected right now in lieu of the virus. So let me show you how we have a way that you can take care of that portion of it as well. They've created a compensation plan. It's called a dual team system. And all that simply means you're going to have 2 teams. Everybody that comes in the company, you only got 2 teams. And so everyone that comes on your team, they will either be put on team 1 or team 2. Now, why is that so important, ladies and gentlemen? If you study the industry like we've done over the last 70 years, history has shown us that I don't care what the name of your company, what your product is or your service, the average person in their lifetime within your company will only bring on 2.3 people. That's why the dual team system is so popular, ladies and gentlemen, because all you got to do is find just 2 people that this makes sense with, and you can start earning income with our company. Here's how it works. Now, we don't pay anybody by signing people up. What you're going to do is get points. And whenever you bring on your first 2 and accumulate at least 500 points on one team by your efforts and your team efforts, and 500 points on the other team, our company will pay you a $500 commission. And ladies and gentlemen, that takes care of that $400 emergency, and that's huge. I've worked at companies that did the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. They would pay me $30, $60. The highest I'd ever seen before our company was $100. With this company here, a few cells on the left and a few on the right, and remember, you're only responsible for 2 of those, they will pay you a $500 commission, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real check. It gets better. Now, here are the benefits. How do I get the points so I can earn the commission? Here's how it works. Whenever you bring on someone for a membership, or because it's the Sam's Club model, whenever they renew the next year, you're going to get points. Whenever those coins come in every single month, you're going to get points. Also, we talked about the other programs where the collectible coins and the rare coins, there's points associated with it. And last but not least, when people on your team purchase it, and if you will have what is called your own e-commerce site, when you send someone that may not be a member and they buy something from your site that has points, you will also accumulate that as well. That will go towards your commission. Here's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Once you bring on your first 2 people, you're now what is called an associate. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 on a weekly basis. Duplicate your success, bring on 2 more people, help them become successful. Now you're what is called a copper. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 on a weekly basis. Duplicate your success again, now you're a bronze. And as a bronze, you're earning up to $2,000 on a weekly basis. Most people in our company, once they get to that rank, they start replacing their current income. And last but not least, for those that, again, don't want to go into elite company, want to make some life-changing income, continue to duplicate your success and develop a few leaders. You can become a silver, and there's less than 50 right now in the entire company. As a silver, you're earning up to $3,500 on a weekly basis. Most people will go full-time at that point. And last but not least, our executive ranks is gold, executive gold and presidential gold. And at those levels, you're earning 7,000, 10,000, up to 12,500 on a weekly basis. And for those that are wondering, you know, you guys are going to your 4 years old. I mean, is there any room for at the top? There's only 5 of us that have reached that particular rank of gold, and they just brought on these last 2 positions. So there's plenty of room at the top. The co-founder of the company, who is also the master distributor, he did so the first week of June on last year. 1 week later, I was blessed to be the second person to reach the gold rank, so I can earn up to 7,000 on a weekly basis. And then a few months after that, there was a beautiful couple in Dallas, Texas, Rule and Angel Morton, who not only hit it as a couple, they each reached the rank of gold, husband and wife. So there's a lot of income coming in the house. And last but not least, a few months ago, one of our top producers, Mr. Bob Reed, gold in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he reached the rank. Right now, his team is exploding because he's helping a lot of other people become successful. So just to summarize, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of benefits why people are jumping on board with our company every single day. Not only can you earn commissions as well as residual income, not only that, we can send you collectible coins every single month. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at all the other benefits, the fact of the matter that our company will allow you to come on board and have your own home-based business, and the fact that you can actually have tax benefits, and that alone makes what we do make sense. So get with your tax professional. We can show you how that's made your tax write-off. And for those of you that have a 401k that has been reduced to maybe a 40K, we also have a gold-backed IRA can help you in that arena. There's all kind of programs. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, you get a chance to buy gold and silver bullion, our wholesale product, at the absolute best price with no minimums or maximums. So how do I get started, ladies and gentlemen? We have 3 positions, which we refer to as good, better, and best. $199, $359, and $499. Here's what you're going to get with each of those packages. With each of those packages, ladies and gentlemen, you can start buying our wholesale product at the absolute best price with no minimum or maximum purchase. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have the certification, the buyer and collector certification. Those alone are worth the price of the membership that educates you on what to buy so you can make intelligent buying decisions. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, each of those packages will give you the travel discount card, where you can start taking advantage of hotels and rental cars, and you can actually give them away to a family member and friend. They can take advantage of the same type of savings. And for 3 months, each of those packages will also give you your first retail product of the collectible coins, just like we have here. You'll get one of these coins, and so you can be a product of the product and show, okay, this is the business that we're a part of. And for the $199 option, for 3 months, you'll also get access to what we call our wealth app for those that want to build a business that will help you in the recruiting process. Now, what this is, ladies and gentlemen, it's an amazing app that several of the larger companies in this space have utilized, and they charge you $15 to $30 a month. Our company has put in over 20 different resources at your disposal. And when you send out a video, when you send out a webinar, whatever the case may be, everything is tracked. It's an amazing way to build your business. Most companies charge $15 to $30. At the $199, it'll be free for 3 months. Afterwards, it's only $10 a month. If you want a better way to get started, you come on with our Standard Plus. It's only $359 US. With that one, you'll get everything we talked about in the Standard. But for 6 months, you'll get those technology credits, and afterwards, it's only $10 a month. Last but not least, for those of you that are really serious and you're in a position to do so, in my opinion, there's no one way to get started, and that's our premium package. Because at this level, ladies and gentlemen, now not only will you get the retail product of a very rare MS-70 silver coin, you're also going to get your first wholesale product of a 1-ounce bullion silver coin. So you're definitely the product of the product. For that retail, that technology credit is free for the entire year. That's another $120 value. Also, we're going to equip you to start building the business. This is our business builder pack. Here's what's going to take place. We're going to see your first set of business cards. And one of the ways we explain the business It's what we call our wealth strategy brochure, which we have in English as well as Spanish. And the moment you order those, ladies and gentlemen, they're custom made to you. Your information, your email address, your website. So if they want to sign up, you're going to get your first set of these as well. So you can be a product of the product and start building your business right away. Okay? So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, how would it be to feel to know you have control of your financial future? An extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Most experts said last year alone would have stopped most bankruptcies and foreclosure. And once you build this, you build this right, ladies and gentlemen. One of the reasons why entrepreneurs are attracted to the space of network marketing, because it allows you to have time freedom. So you can do what you want to do, whenever you want to do, with whoever you want to do it with. So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, will you join us on this journey to go out there and change the world? Let's go ahead and get you a membership. Let's get started. Let's put Puerto Rico on the map with Pastor Carlos. Let's make this thing happen. So just wrapping everything up, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I share the information, I'm getting ready to turn it back over to Pastor Carlos so he can start engaging you guys in Spanish as well as English. Every time I share the information, there's always two types of individuals on a call like this. And yes, ma'am, yes, sir, you're on this webinar today. Person number one, say, you know what? Like what I hear. Not really the networking type, but I have been looking for a place to buy gold and silver. If I'm going to get it, might as well get my membership so I can get it at the best price. I say, great. Make sure you get with the person that invited you to the call. They're going to show you how you can come on board and start buying gold and silver at the absolute best price with no minimums or maximum, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Person number two, you like I was, and I'm going to bring on my friend so he can share part of his testimony on why he came on board. So Mr. Rodriguez, get ready. Person number two, you're like I was. When I found out not only could I buy the gold and silver at the best price, but I can earn income and help others do the same, this quickly became a no-brainer to me. You see, being a student of the industry, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I knew to be true. There are thousands of companies out there in the networking space. They all make money. They don't all necessarily make sense, and here's what I mean by that. You see, it never made sense to me to pay 3 times the price for a product or service that I could go to Walmart, get the same thing for a third of the price. That just never made sense to me. But it always made sense owning a tangible asset. You're talking gold and silver, real money, sound money in your mailbox every month at the best price and earning commissions on top of that. That always made sense to me. So if you're listening for the first time, and if what you've heard so far just makes sense, make sure you get back with the person that invited you out. They'll show you how you can come on board, like Pastor Carlos and my good friend we're going to hear from right now, Mr. Walter Rodriguez, why you can come on board and have some amazing success. So before we wrap it up and turn over Pastor Carlos, this gentleman just got started on yesterday. I'd like for him to share out there in the Bronx, New York, why he made the decision to come on board and be a part of 7K Metals, and he's a veteran of the space. Mr. Rodriguez, take it away.
Hello, thank you, Tony. Hi, everyone. My name is Walter Rodriguez. Why I decided to join 7K Metal? I was looking for a company that was solid, that was legit. Let me say a little bit of my background. I started doing the network marketing within the crypto world. Now, there I got scammed twice along with my whole team. And basically, the problem is that they make you think that everything is all right. And in the long run, it just turns to be a scam. So I lost a lot of credibility because of that. As you could see, somebody that I have a disability, it's called Shogamarie tooth, but I'm not a quitter. I figure I want to give my daughters, I have 2 daughters, one of 4 years old, and the other one is 9 years old. So what I want to do, I want to build a future for them. So one time I went in a webinar, and I remember Tony saying, if your wife is big enough, that should be more than enough for you to pursue your dreams. And this is what I figured. Which one is my why? My why is my daughters. My why is that I'm disabled and I cannot work a regular job due to my hands. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna give up. And I learned that quitters never win and winners never quit. So this is the reason why I chose 7K Metal. I looked it up. It has a lot of good reviews. And yeah, I'm looking forward to start this journey along with you guys. And thank you to Pastor Carlos for this great opportunity that he has given me. Esta experiencia de 7K es algo único. Vengo desde el sistema cripto, donde muchas veces fui estafado. Entonces ahí me di cuenta que nada de lo que ofrecen ellos ciertamente sea cierto. Yo tengo una disabilidad, como pueden ver, tengo una disabilidad que se llama Shock Murray 2. La tengo desde la edad de 7 años. Yo entré a un Zoom una vez de 7K y el señor Tony Harber había dicho que si tu razón, tu motivo, el por qué tú haces este negocio es lo suficientemente grande, entonces mi razón es, yo tengo 2 niñas, una de 4 años, una de 9, y prácticamente tengo una deshabilidad. No puedo hacer un trabajo regular por mis manos, no puedo usar mis manos como yo quisiera. Y yo me puse a averiguar sobre la compañía de 7K y veo que es una compañía sólida, transparente. Averigüé en muchos lados y le doy gracias a Dios primero y también le doy gracias a mi amigo Carlos que me invitó a esta compañía. Y estoy, como dicen, haré hasta lo imposible para seguir adelante. Algo que yo aprendí en la vida es ser siempre un luchador, porque los que se dan por vencido nunca ganan, pero los que siguen y perseveran siempre triunfan. Bueno, muchas gracias. Bye.
Gracias a todos. Hemos tenido una experiencia sumamente agradable. Mi experiencia con 7K, yo siempre he sido comerciante por muchos años. He tenido mi propio negocio y he tenido la experiencia de poder ser exitoso en ello y también perder. Y algo que aprendí hace muchos años es tratar de invertir en cosas que no son perecederas y tener la habilidad de invertir en algo que no es perecedero. Y encontré el oro y la plata. El oro y la plata es algo que no importa la circunstancia, no importa la pandemia, el huracán, el terremoto, es algo que tú lo llevas contigo, es algo que no perece y que cada día incrementa en valor. Y por eso yo tomé la decisión de ser parte de esta compañía. El poder tener la habilidad de poder comenzar un futuro económico saludable y seguro y poderlo hacer escalonadamente. Poder tener la oportunidad que tienen los ricos de poder adquirir el oro y la plata, de poderlo almacenar y poder en un futuro dejarle un legado a mi familia. Algo que no va a perecer, algo que no va a deshacerse, sino que muchos años por delante, quizás yo no esté aquí, y todavía va a estar ese oro, va a estar esa plata, quizás con uno de mis hijos o alguno de mis nietos. Y yo quiero dejar ese legado para mi familia. Muchas personas hablan de que muchas de las instituciones de retiro ya no van a estar. Y yo pensaba que eso nunca iba a pasar. Y lo estamos viendo aquí en Puerto Rico. Estamos viendo como los programas de retiro han colapsado. El país se ha ido en quiebra. Muchas personas han perdido sus retiros, han perdido su ahorro. Muchos perdieron en la bolsa de valores. Pero si esas personas hubiesen tomado la decisión, quizá en un pasado, de poder acumular el oro y la plata y poder tener esta acumulación, quizá hoy tendrían una oportunidad. Y viendo ese escenario tan drástico y conociendo a miles de personas, a miles de amigos que han pasado por esa situación, yo no quería estar en esa situación. Así que yo determiné poco a poco, escalonadamente, poder ir creando un futuro seguro para mi familia y poderle dejar algo, más que una casa, quizás que dinero en el banco, dejarle algo tangible, algo que no va a perecer, algo que ellos van a tener y pueden tomar la decisión qué quieren hacer con ellos, si seguir el legado de su papá, de su esposo o de su abuelo, o en el momento que ellos decidan lo pueden vender y adquirir el valor en el mercado que tenga ese oro y esa plata. Por eso los invité hoy a esta reunión, por eso estamos teniendo, ¿verdad? El éxito que estamos teniendo, porque estamos ayudando a familias a asegurar un futuro mejor para ellos en el presupuesto que ellos pueden hacerlo. No todo el mundo tiene el mismo presupuesto, pero todos podemos hacer un poco cada mes, cada día, y no cometer el error que nuestro amigo Tony estaba hablando, el error de 1.2 millones de dólares. Si hoy tomamos la decisión de comenzar a guardar ese oro, a guardar esa plata en nuestra posesión, en nuestras casas, en nuestros bancos, quizá en una caja fuerte, no sabemos qué va a acontecer mañana. Pero yo sé que en los pasados meses hemos tenido un incremento increíble en el valor del oro y en el valor de la plata. Hace 3 meses atrás, la onza de oro costaba $1,400 y la onza de plata costaba unos $13. Hoy usted puede ver y buscar información y la onza de oro se disparó, ya va por $1,700, la onza de plata ya va por $17. Eso es lo que está pasando. Imagínese usted si usted tiene 100, 200, 300 onzas de oro o de plata guardadas para su futuro económico. Va a ser muy lucrativo para ti, va a ser muy lucrativo para tu familia. Así que estamos muy contentos de comenzar este proyecto y de darle la oportunidad a cientos de familias de mejorar su seguridad financiera. Gracias a Tony, gracias a Dan, gracias a Wadi, que estamos trabajando fuertemente con ellos. Vamos a tener mucho éxito y te invito a que te hagas parte de esta gran compañía. En este momento vamos a abrir los micrófonos. Si alguien tiene alguna pregunta, alguna duda, estamos a la disposición de contestar sus preguntas y sus dudas. If anyone has any other questions, please get back to the person that invited you to this webinar, and we will be glad to answer all your questions. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Tony. Thank for everyone that's been on this call. Have a really beautiful day today. God bless you all.
Thank you, Pastor Carlos, and thank you, Wadi, for that fabulous testimonial. Great webinar.
Thank you all, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.